Podcast character designs done by Demon Arty. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at Arty Demon. And they don't really even.
I want to see the plot, and
Yes.
I hope it will be good and better than the original plot.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You can improve without going back and, like, ruining the original characters. There is room for improvement in Winx Club. Not saying, oh, it was the most perfect
Yeah,
show ever,
of course it's not. It wasn't really.
but
Like, no show is perfect, and the
no.
Winx Club is no way level like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, no way. But I like it. It's it's a K show. It still works through this day. And can I talk a little bit about the Winx Club? Like, oh no, their their dresses is unacceptable.
Yeah, that's so silly. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm like I'm a child. I was a child, and who am I right now? What am I have wearing mini skirts or something? No, I'm wearing a potato bag. That's all, guys.
But you know what? It's a really cute potato bag. I'll tell you that right
Yeah, because it's have a Star Wars logo,
now.
and I don't even watch Star Wars.
She watched The Mandalorian. It's really good.
Well, at least I watching that.
Literally, it's so funny how that's like the only good thing out of it.
Yeah,
But
I
like,
when I was a child, I watched like Star Wars, but I watched the second film with Ray in it,
mhm.
like only the second one, and I'm like, meh, okay, it's okay, it's okay. But pet effects, though, they
Mhm.
were awesome, and I'm like, in this particular time, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing this, and what am I doing now? Learning Korean language and culture. It's not bad thing. I love it, but how life is turning out, you know?
Hey, sometimes the plan it goes left and right. Sometimes so it doesn't where you wanted to end up is not where you are. But as long as you're moving forward, that's the important part.
Yep.
But like you said, people had this like, oh, the way the girls dresses, oh, these kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna be like this, and no, that doesn't happen. Same thing with
Yeah.
violence. Oh, I watched, when I was growing up, GI Joe and shootings like that. Am I going around shooting people and doing? No, it's because I realized it's a freaking cartoon. It's not real.
You know, I watched a lot of cartoons. Like, uh, I watched some cartoons with my dad, like Simpsons and Futurama. With my dad, we like this show, and but my mother hated because she said, "Oh, it's a dumb show. Oh, are they drinking?" Just and
Futurama
we're
is
like,
hilarious.
yeah, and we're like, me and my dad watching it. I was like 6, and we like sitting together and like, fun. Yeah. Um, Also, like the parents and right now the like young people are telling that, oh, the dress is like too sexy. Yeah. And I'm like sitting and saw nothing sexy, and I was a child and I didn't see something sexy in them. Maybe only Russian voice acting, but let's talk about it later.
That's a video for another time.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, it's so funny how things were like controversies and nothing ever came of them. Nothing ever. No one in their life has said, "Oh man, when I watched that cartoon as a kid, it totally changed the way that." No one does that. That's just not a thing. But it's just, but it was part of its look, its charm, it's colorful.
Yeah.
It was when you see Wings Club, it's very unique to the way that it looks. You know exactly what it is when you
Yeah.
see it, and I like that about a show. Today, we get so much animation that uses very similar, simplistic art styles.
Yes, 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 yes.
It all
The
blends together.
2000s was really experimental. They go from different styles. Like, it could be blobby, it could be like really sharp, or it could be more inspired from anime, or it could be more inspired like the different cartoons. And that was the charm of
Mm-hmm.
this. And my favorite show, I have a lot of different, like, different genres of the shows. because I like watching Transformers, My Little Pony, Sonic X, Winx Club, Witch, uh, American Dragon, Jake Long, one of my favorite Disney shows. Yeah,
Yeah,
Phineas
all
and
different
Ferb,
looking. All those shows all look
all
completely different.
different looking, different genres, and that was a charm about it. And nowadays, I just look at the cartoon, and they kind of look like they're did by the same group of people.
Yeah, very everything's kind of soft, a little more round,
Yeah,
and
similar look, similar like themes and type of humor.
yeah,
Really,
you can see a lot
like
of that in like the same like Gravity Falls, and then in the Owl House, you can kind of see
the
the
Gravity
jokes.
Falls were a little bit better. Yeah, it worked better because it were have a better jokes, at least for me.
The
Yes.
comedy in that is definitely way better than the comedy in Owl House is okay, but it just the way that the setups, the way that it feels, it even has the same kind of color palettes. Like it just kind of feels very similar. Like you were saying, every show you named off is 100% completely different from each other. Like
Yes.
you couldn't confuse them with each other. No one's confusing My Little Pony with Witch. You know, it's just not happening. It's oh
Yeah.
okay.
But I really want to like Winx Club we're talking about. I really hope that they will do the reboot, but an animation one with the like a better animation.
Yeah, and let's
Um,
stay with 2D. The 3D
yeah,
stuff.
they could be like 16 plus or something, and they could just add more of adult animation. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a Winx Club, but girls grows up, and maybe they wanted to watch like something like Castlevania style and aesthetics. No, not really completely like looking like each other, but maybe it could be better because I think fantasy looks better when it's a drawing.
Yeah, because it's so like this, like the blood of Zeus. That when in live action, it looks so good in animation because you can do all these fantastical things in animation because it's limitless. It's what you can draw on a piece of paper. Of course, it's digital, but I think it just hits harder when it's animated.
Sometimes you can show uh, a lot of things with 2D animation because 2D animation is beautiful, and I'm never gonna say otherwise. I love 2D animation even more than 3D. Well, 3D I love 3D too, but when you see the paper sketches of the animation or like how people drawing the frames, and you really feel that you really feel like it's hard put in that.
Yeah, my
Well, in live action, it's like the same, like Aladdin,
oh yeah.
Beauty and the Beast,
uh,
and just charms go away, the magic go away too.
mm-hmm.
You think that it's realistic, and you like could put yourself in this world, but mm, this real world like look more fake
It's
than
yeah,
magical.
it's weird because like you see, you mentioned Beauty and the Beast, the ballroom scene in animation. I can replay that scene in my mind right now. I can thinking about it, and I love it. I can't even
Yes,
really recall the live action version. Like I like
I
the
don't
angles, nothing.
remember.
I don't care. But in the animated one, it's just the way the camera would sweep down below and then it goes up to the. It's gorgeous. Like it cannot be denied how beautiful that animation is. Live action's
Yeah,
like, oh, it's okay. There she is, and it just
and,
it doesn't have the same hit.
yeah, just and also her dress is awful. Yeah. Uh,
It looks so good in
so
animation, but in live action,
yeah,
it doesn't look so good. That yellow is just too much.
yeah. Also, the Belle's dress isn't yellow; it's gold.
Gold, yeah.
They could
When-
just do it more historically accurate.
Yeah, that'd have been better.
It could be like new atmosphere, like more accurate. It could be a look different and more real.
See, that's the difference between the live action animation, and if you give me the choice, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say, oh, let's make it animated, because it's just
Yeah,
I feel like you can exaggerate things, you can make it look as realistic as you want to, but in live action, the person looks like the person. Like they can't like, let's say like in Lion King, there were scenes in the animated version, like when Pumbaa was thought he was going to get eaten by Nala, like his eyes got all huge and everything. You can't do that in live action because it doesn't
Uh,
look crazy if you did that. But in
it's more
animation,
look like a Discovery Channel.
yeah, it looks like they put a camera in the freaking jungle and you can't emote. That was the problem with the live action Lion King is you couldn't
But
get
you
those
know,
emotions.
yeah, but I think the live action Lion King wasn't like a bad thing because you can really see in this film how computer animation gone through. Like first Toy Story and now this. It's like as an experiment, as as like you like animation and computer graphics, and you see this film, and it's all like done on the computer,
Yeah, for like
and
a
you
technological showcase, look at what you can do.
yeah, it's more like a technological showcase than a plot showcase
Yeah.
because the plot, well, it's longer, but
Yeah, but everything they
uh,
added which just wasn't necessary. I don't need to see Nala escaping. Like that's just not a thing. I didn't. This is
yeah,
Simba's story. It should be about Simba. It shouldn't be about everybody else. But that aside, but I can see those same kind of things happening here in the Winx Club. Oh, the animated version was a little too bright and too happy. We're gonna make it dark and edgy. You don't have to. It's
yeah,
I don't know. I just don't want to hear it again. Since it is Netflix, are they going to be cussing and stuff? I don't like that type of stuff in like that shouldn't belong in Winx Club. But who knows what they're going to do? Like, does it have a
yeah.
rating? Like, I didn't even see if it had like a TV 14 or.
I think it's gonna be like 16 plus.
Mm,
Yeah, but mm, I just hope it will be good. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I just need to wait and see what it's gonna be about.
yeah, people. I'm just like scooting around Twitter right now, and I'm seeing people post all kinds of photos of like the group together and animated, and the group together in live action. It's like, oh my goodness.
My
uh,
new smart girl.
Yeah, like MJ Tanner was like, Wings Club doesn't deserve this. No Techna or Flora. Yeah, because they replaced her with this other character. Like, why does everything have to be so drab? Exactly. I completely agree with them. Why is it so dark? Put some, just a little bit of color. The school should be bright and colorful, not like, dark and
Magic,
scary.
magic.
I
We
know.
need to see magic. It a little bit like oh, like magical birds or like
Yeah.
2D pixies or something. Like you could make pixies not look like a toddlers with big head, but you could just do a literal pixies like from the tails. The creatures could look more like based on the real creatures
Mm.
of the world,
I like the
and it
way,
could be creative and beautiful because Winx it's more about the world, I think, itself than a plot,
yeah.
because it's really interesting world. It's one of the first worlds that put magic and technology technology together, because when we thought about magic we thought, oh, it's gonna be look old like the old centuries of witches, but the Winx Club did it like really technologically
They
I don't
blended
know.
together very well
Yeah,
because it wasn't just
high
because
technology and magic, and it's look interesting.
and it looked like it made sense. Like the world wasn't like this. There is magic, but there's also, of course, there's going to be technology because it takes place, modern times.
Yes,
And I think like Techno was a very good, explanation of that, where she was out of all the other characters the complete integration of technology and magic, and
yes.
how these
her,
two things,
her own planet is like all the technology.
yeah. But she still has her magic, which is cool. I like that. See, and then I know I'm looking at a picture of the live action one right now, and it's like, do I believe that there's something like that? No, not for a second. It just doesn't look like. It looks like Sabrina. It really, really does.
Yes, it's have the same vibe as New Sabrina, also from Netflix.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah, it's
couldn't
look
get
like
past the first episode.
no.
I really
I
couldn't.
I didn't watch the New Sabrina because I don't really like horror movies.
It's way more compared to like the original TV show and even like the comics. It's way darker because there was a Sabrina reboot comic book and it was super dark, like devil
And it's
worshipping and
based
all that stuff.
on this. And it's based on this. It's okay to like it's a new version, just it's not a reboot, it's just one of the versions of this show, and they just put it on the screen. Um, I didn't know the Sabrina was a cartoon character because I only saw the uh, sitcom show.
Which was super funny.
Super funny. This Asylum, yes,
Salem was
the cat.
he's a king.
Yes.
That boy's a king.
Oh, he has a really funny voice in Russian. Uh,
He's such an ass. You love him.
yeah, you just love him, especially when he cries like,
He's always trying to get something for himself. Like everything's about like, oh, what can I get out of this situation? Like every single time.
yeah. Uh,
See, but that was the fun of that. Like you can have those fun moments in live action too, and it works, and people love those characters. Is there going to be any fun in this new Winx Club? Is there going to be all like dark and dreary and dramatic and
and some sarcastic, dramas
yeah? Is there?
with the fairies. I don't know. I don't like this drama. It's okay to put like like a little bit to spice the things up,
Mm-hmm.
but those kind of shows, I believe, just put a lot of drama. Like, did you cheat on me with my best friend? No, it wasn't her best friend. It was your sister.
Or oh, she walks in the room and he's kissing her best friend, and oh, and then she drops all her stuff, and then she runs out crying. It's like you can kind of see
It's not. Doesn't look like. Believe me.
he was
Just
under a spell. And
I have a lot of drama on internet. Thank you. I don't want it on the show.
yeah, I know, right? But some people do like that. They're like, oh, if I have this messed up stuff, I want to see. I want television shows for the most part to be escape. I want to escape reality. I don't want the things that are affecting my life. I want to watch a show about these girls that are magic and they're doing cool stuff that I can't do. I want to watch that, not the
That's
drama.
why we watching Harry Potter. We doesn't watch for the Harry itself. We watch it for the world, for like something magical. It could be real, but it's so far away in our childhood, and we feel miserable and pointless in
I don't know, but it was so funny because when I first saw that thing, I'm like, oh no, they're lying. Because sometimes people make fake trailers, like, oh, it's a live action this, and it's just some stupid thing they made up.
Yeah.
And
Just fake live action Lion King
yeah,
footages. It just was like some of line from Narnia and
yeah.
documentaries. I'm like,
I thought
yeah,
that
look,
I seriously
legit.
thought that's what this was gonna be. That someone just made up some fake stupid thing. When I'm watching, I'm like, oh no, it's real. Like, oh no, I'd rather it have been some dumb joke than it be a real thing.
Wait, it's not a joke.
I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
okay, wait for the joke. Where's the joke? Say you're kidding. Promise. Come on.
Where's the psych? Where's the psych, bro? Where's the psych? Um, I think we are right now talking a little bit off topic.
Yes, we have strayed from Winx Club, but it's gonna be interesting, and it's gonna be a different. Okay, I have to put myself in a different mindset. It's gonna be a different take, so I have to think about it that way. So hopefully I won't be too disappointed, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep myself from. Yeah, I'd rather just go watch the animated version. Like no one's gonna prefer this over the other one. It's just not gonna be.
Yeah, we always came back for the original. We always can came back,
Mm-hmm.
but we should like give a chance for the new ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it just seems like every time I do that, I get stabbed in the heart. I open my heart to
Same.
you, and then you attack me. It happens every freaking time.
Like with she.
Oh no, I Shira, Shira. She won an award for best creative something. I'm like, you didn't make She-Ra. You just rebooted it. How can you be a creative visionary? That's the award. You took someone else's idea. How is that creative? Anyways,
I just I just like don't care. Like, do what you want, Americans.
yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. I have to apologize for
It's,
all.
sorry.
I have to apologize for all Western animation. I do. I am sorry.
Sorry, I just was joking. We don't want to begin, the Cold War 2.
The animated version.
Oh my god, it was awful. Can you cut it?
Yeah,
Ah,
but
seriously, please cut it.
I will. I'm not gonna cut it.
You betrayed me. You're
See,
just one of them.
this is
You're
the
just live action Winx Club.
yeah. This is the first step of the war. The first shot.
You poisoned me. Uh, yeah.
But yeah, and I'll watch the first episode, and if you want to watch it and we watch it and we can do like a dual thingy on it, but we'll
Yeah.
see because
I
I
want
don't.
to watch it because I don't have Netflix.
Yeah, I could do a streaming thing, and yeah, that should be interesting. It should. I just
It
want
should be something.
I want another trailer because again, like you said, this was like a teaser thing. I want something that's more of like a story trailer where they kind of lay the groundwork. Okay, this is what the narrative of this version is going to be because that's going to be important. That will make or break the show because once they lay the groundwork, okay, this is the style they're going for. Because right now we just see dark and dreary, people not looking like the characters, and okay looking fire magic. That's all I got from this teaser trailer.
Yeah. Just things. It looks like more like an aesthetic that made up by fans, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't look serious. Like, I just want to like don't hate in the original, but acknowledge it
See,
and
that's another
really
that's another thing.
see like
Don't
yeah,
go out of your way to insult the original.
yeah,
you, like something like Thundercats Roar will go out of its way to make fun of the original show. Don't do that. If you're not going
You
to love the original
could
show, that's fine. But
yeah,
don't go out of your way to be a jerk about it.
yeah, you could like laughing about the era or
Mm-hmm.
something like a little things that obviously was kind of all of its time and you know like a typical thing you can laugh like, oh, am I a chosen one?
You can
Like
make fun of
Bloom
the.
could like state it, oh, so I'm a fire princess, what am I? No, 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 she could be like sitting there like, oh, fire, what am I, some kind of princess from magical dimension or something? It
You,
could be funny.
you can make fun of the tropes because those are like
Yeah,
universal and like yeah
yeah,
they are kind of silly. You can do that kind of stuff and still be respectful instead of just like dumping on the original, which I hope they don't do because it is
yeah,
possible to make fun of because you can make fun of anything, and I just want it to be I just don't want to hear a joke and just go ugh oh that was awful, like I don't want to have to do that.
yeah. And also this show was the ingenious Traffy like a co-creator or something of the show, or you're just gonna be like, nah, we don't need them.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun to have like if they had like some of the original voice actors be like background characters or something, just like they say like one line so you can kind of hear their voice again. See, little things like that I think are cool as long as it's not like too much, but I like when you include the original creators, the original characters just for like, fun little background things.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna be interested like, does Netflix will do the Russian dub or no? Because for some shows they do a Russian dub, but I don't know about the live action Winx Club.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we have for Troll Hunters, we have a dub. I watch it every morning on channel in well Russian channel. I watched every morning. Really good cartoon, to be honest. Really cool. Um, will the world see like not only with subtitles what was made by the fans, but uh, will everyone watch it like official dubs? I'm just only interested in that. I
Yeah.
really want to hear the voices. Would they include the voice actors from the original
See,
Winx dub?
I don't see why not. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. That actually would be really cool.
Do you want a fun fact? All of the guys from the Winx Club Russian dub, it
Mhm.
was dubbed by one man.
That's cool.
All of them. Walter, Sky, Raven, Timmy, the teachers, some background characters. It was done by the same guy.
They put him to work.
Yeah, I was like, sitting and like, wait, what? Really? It's like the same guy, and you starting hearing that. When I was a child, I didn't see that at all, especially like Walter, like, mm, nice voice.
That's what makes, again, that's another thing about animation. The voice actors, they can, it's a real craft. It's a real skill, especially when they can do multiple voices and make you believe they're multiple people. That's so cool.
Also, in Russian, especially like in 2000, we doesn't have like a, a good dub. We does not have. Even some of Disney dubs, officials ones, our songs dubs are not good, and a translation or something are not good because the language difference, like um, some jokes, some puns, we just cannot translate on our language. So and also like the rhythm and the how short it should be, it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah. There's,
Coronavirus.
oh, jeez. See, that's the kind of
um,
stuff that hopefully there's no reference to any like real world events. I don't, just let it be about the
no,
world.
thank you. I don't want a real world in the Winx Club.
Yeah. Ugh,
No,
but
no, thank you.
yeah,
No, thank you. No, no, no jokes about Trump or something.
yeah, no election stuff. No, it needs to be this magical world where the people watching it can escape this crappy world and watch a magical cool world. You know what I'm saying? Just that's
Yeah, it could be homage on, like daily problems that adults and teenagers facing. Yeah, but with in a magical setting, yeah, it's good. It's good. But when you like in uh how it's called enchanted um three witches.
mm-hmm.
How is show called?
Which one?
There is three witches, and they're like in real world, and their mother dies, and it's like a whole series. Like they
Uh
are sisters also.
oh, I know what you're talking about, but the name
They see
escapes me.
Dapo did the reboot,
Yes, I remember. Are you talking about
and it's all about like, uh, oh, Trump
Charmed?
sucks. Yeah, Charmed,
Charmed.
I
Okay,
guess.
for some reason
Uh,
that name was escaping, but yeah, exactly right.
yeah,
We have all these magical powers, but let's talk about politics. No.
and you like, why?
Yeah, it's not. No, again, no bueno. Do not like this. Take it
Do
back.
not.
I do not want this.
I do not like this. I hate it.
No, sir, I didn't like it.